Hello, my lovely potatoes. What a day. And it's not even over yet. I messed up getting my groceries. Usually I take my prescription with me when I get the groceries because it just perfectly fits into my routine. I just forgot to actually take it with me because, well, the meds that I get need a printed prescription. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. So I kind of had to call the pharmacy. And I can pick that up after stream. It's gonna be a little late, but since they already know that I'm coming, it'll be fine. It has its benefits to kind of live in a bit of a smaller settlement. I think settlement would be the right word. I could say town, but I don't know. It doesn't quite have the ring to it. And to be fair, I kind of like my fancy words. There was a severe supply gap until last year. It has definitely improved. To be fair, it seemed like I'm a bit of a lucky one when it comes to that. I don't know, maybe it's more that Ritalin had a bit of a bigger supply problem. Cause my ADHD meds, I'm on Medicaid. And it seems like I had absolutely no problems with that. And I've been taking these meds for, I think, 1.5, 2.5 years. I'm not entirely sure, but something around those lines. So yeah, I'm not at all worried. For today's art stream, I think if I go for sticking to the animation on Blender, I might actually forget time. I'm also going to set myself a timer because I do wanna at least kind of get off on time. Get off, you get it. Now, so that they don't have to wait for me too long. Maybe you should get them first and stream then. I'll be fine. I still have reserves, but as I said, it's just kind of inconvenient that the prescription is running out today / tonight, kind of. As I said, the pharmacy is aware that I'll be stopping by. It'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Alrighty, for today's... Oh, wait. Gonna put in an alarm. Maybe I put one for 18:45. And then I'll have a second one for... Can I put in a second one? Yes. I need a second one for exactly 19. There we go. Yes, prescriptions for controlled substances are unfortunately always dated. Yeah. It's a pain in the butt. And they're also always printed, so if you forget the thing at home, you are kind of fucked. I wish you could actually get those digitally, like have them actually on your insurance card, but nope. Germany thought it would be a great idea to just stick with the printed model for controlled substances. It is kind of annoying. However, enough talk about ADHD meds and Germany just being backwards all the time. I have art for you. Last night, I found a absolutely beautiful cover of, wait, I think I might as well just go and look for that. Let me quickly see. There's a temporary solution, but that would probably be illegal. Yeah, kind of try to stick to somewhat be within the ranges of legality as much as I can. So I know it sounds very wrong, but let's be honest, some laws are just kind of nonsensical, and I prefer to have logic reign. So I found an absolute beautiful cover of Chrono Trigger's Secret of the Forest. Of the forest. Let's see if I can find that really quick again. And I should probably give you the sound of my browser so you can actually hear it. Let's talk about something non-controversial. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior? Our Lord and Savior? You mean, wait, I don't know who you're talking about, and I really hope you're not thinking of, I don't know, something Christian. I'm technically atheist. You could also call me agnostic, I think. However, I found an absolute beautiful cover of Secret of the Forest from Chrono Trigger. And that kind of inspired me to draw. Oh, come on. This. So I had a bit of a a spark in my head, and those guys who actually know me and know my artwork also know that when I love a song a lot, my head tends to just generate new pictures. Then I have to put that song on loop for hours and do, well, the sketch. This is the sketch. And today we're going to render this one out, because honestly, that's the quickest thing I can think of right now. And I kind of want to finish this one because I really like it, how it turned out. So that's what we're gonna do today. Those branches are going to be fun. I mean, fill in the blank. I worship pizza. Good. I would worship pizza too, but I make it myself, so it's gonna be a bit hard. Why should I worship something I create? So yeah, let's see, how am I going to start here? I think the best start would be to duplicate this folder, turn this one off. Oh. love this one. I love this song so much. Loop the songs for a long time? Yeah, usually I do it just to finish a piece that just is inspired by that specific song. Because if I don't, the song, the picture is just gone. And it's been a while since I had one of these sparks, I might say. I do that all day long, looping and chopping up audio in the sampler. I mean, if it works for you, if you enjoy it, who am I to judge? Also, let's see. I think I can keep this separated for now because I'm not quite sure how I want to have the floor completely. I might actually go to the background last, because rendering these branches is going to be funky. Where did my stylus go? There is my stylus. All right. So what kind of brush am I going to use? That's usually the most important question. I kind of feel like I want something textured with this. So what do I have in the texture department? Maybe I'm just going for my favorite rendering brush. The one that I modified for myself. If I can find it, of course. Wait. I feel stupid. I got it right here. I'm a little bit miffed about, because I tried to actually render this on my Samsung tablet. Main problem is that I have to push buttons to actually color pick, and I do not have them buttons on my tablet, so it's kind of annoying. So I have to improvise and tap around with my finger, and I just don't like it because it does not work reliably. I want my tools to be reliable, ideally. So yeah, what we're going to do today is a little bit of being a render monkey. Yes, I said... Oh, wait, I actually need to... Wait, what are these? I think those are those little leaves. That should actually also be... Gotta duplicate those groups, so that's probably the foliage. I can technically just merge that, turn that off, and wait, I also need to make a copy of this. I have this layer, and this layer, and then I'm just gonna merge these. Someone say monkey? Yeah, monkey. Yeah, there's a bit of a saying when you're doing rendering work, you're a little render monkey. At least that's what I heard. I think I want that shoulder to be a bit more round. Also, getting the lighting right here is a bit more complicated, because we have a light source here, and then we also have a light source on the floor. So that's gonna be something that I might actually need to actively think about. And usually when it comes to painting, I am not the type to Sorry, got a message. Why are people messaging me? They know that I'm streaming. I lost my trail of thought. I took my meds, by the by, so I can't blame that for just losing my trail of thought. I still get easily distracted, but I guess I can live with the amount of distraction that I'm now kind of. Why do you do things like that? What do you mean? Getting messages? I'm a very important person, apparently. Yes! Why do people message me? I have no idea. There we go. So yeah, today is gonna be a bit of a shorter one. I hope you forgive me for that. It was not planned. If it was, I probably would have announced that earlier. Also, in case you have not yet known, I usually announce my streams on Le Twitter and on my Kofi. Also use Blue Sky, but well, to be fair, I don't like those social media platforms in the first place. I tend to forget that I need to post on there. Let alone that, well, engagement is kind of rare. It makes me sad. It makes me genuinely sad. You kind of have to fight for every little bit of engagement, and in the end, only those who kind of manage to make themselves as obnoxious as they are get all of the attention. Or people like me who really like to do art and nothing else just get completely ignored. I don't want to fabricate some kind of beef with someone. So why social media platforms? Why do you want to force everyone to have beef or do something controversial? What have I done to you? Just get cancelled. How am I supposed to get cancelled? I'm way too milquetoast. I wouldn't even know what I would be cancelled for. That's how you hit it big. Nah, I'm not gonna go down the banana juju route. I prefer to get my reach via building connections. I mean, some of you, well, most of you wouldn't even be here if I wouldn't have some kind of social standing in a community. Just because I'm there and contribute to the discussion for some reason, because, well, I have to give my 2 cents to everything, kinda. To be fair, maybe 1 or 2 of you that are watching might have found me via just me streaming and thought, hey, I'll stick around. Which I very much appreciate as well. But most of the time, most people that I know, it's usually because I put my 2 cents into some kind of discussion. I really need to tell the guy that I... Give me a second. Good. Get that engagement. Let's see. What can we get? Can we get cancelled for? Yeah, please no. Also, it's a pain in the butt. Let's be frank. It would just stress me out unnecessarily. Can't say you like pines. That's kind of random, but okay. I also don't hate them. Oh, pineapple on pizza. Yeah, I very much... To be fair, I don't like pineapples in general. For the simple reason that they are too sweet for me. And yeah, I know that's kind of weird coming from a person that identifies as a sweet tooth. But I think the kind of sweet of pineapples, I just don't like it. Warm pineapple is disgusting. Yeah, that's another thing. To be fair, I can kind of take it within a smoothie or something when there's other fruits involved, but pineapple on its own? Nah, thanks. Not really my thing. I think this light needs to actually get onto here. Too bad, too sad, it's delicious. If you like it, I mean, see it like that. If you are a fan of pineapple and you'd be with me in a room and you'd have pieces of pineapple around you, you'd be happy because there's more for you. Maybe in a pina colada, but even then that's borderline. About that, I also don't like coconut. Yes, I know, a travesty. How can you not like pina colada? I'm just incredibly picky. Blasphemy! All the cancelable offenses. I'm sorry that I have a taste that does not suit your opinion. It is how my tongue developed. It's getting even stranger with my dislike of coconut. Because it's not just that I do not like coconut, especially for the texture of it. I just don't like the I don't like the texture of coconut, the flakiness and everything. No, it's getting even worse. I don't even like the smell of it. I don't know, it's just not my thing. Send it, post it, share, and let's all get picked on. Just because I don't like coconut and pineapple. Okay. That's a weird reason to get cancelled. Okay, it's all a matter of taste. For example, I hate anise but love absinthe. I understand that notion. To be fair, I have had absinthe once. I'm also not a fan of anise, so I very much share that sentiment. Especially when we're talking licorice. You can pretty much... to me, licorice is like garlic to a vampire. Have it, but don't get it near me. I might dissolve. I might disintegrate. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit more 3D-ish than what I had on my tablet. Also, I'm kind of considering, because it's getting a little bit rough for me financially, that I might apply for a job in an art supply store. I'm somewhat dreading it. There are 3 versions of it. We have distillery here that makes it with wormwood and Tuhon upon request. I have no idea what that is, to be honest. But if it tastes good, Wermut. Ah. Don't know what the second one is, to be fair. Like that's you're pretty much just giving me a vocabulary that I cannot really work with. Whoops! That was not what I wanted. There. All right, better. That's actually forbidden ingredients. Oh! Oh! So it's basically absinthe by the old recipe? Because I think it has been forbidden to use the old recipe of absinthe. Because I think it caused hallucinations? These are the ingredients that made Van Gogh cut off his ear. One ear, not both. Not sure of the... If that's true or not. Because there's been a lot of theories on why he did it. Some people suggest that I think he was friends with Monet. For a while. And him basically, or Monet basically, let's say breaking up with Vincent was kind of the reason why he cut off his ear as a... At least that's one of the theories and the way they framed it in at Eternity's Gate. That he cut off his ear trying to prove his loyalty to him, something like that, I think. Really love that movie. According to the most widely accepted historical view, Vincent van Gogh cut off his own left ear, or a large part of it, on December 23rd, 1888, after a heated argument with Gauguin. Right, it was Gauguin, not Monet. Sorry. I'm kind of messing up my artists here. Sorry, names are not my forte. Even though we're talking about artists here, so I should be better than that. I feel kind of bad about it. So I kind of want to have a bit of a rim light coming from or at the chin and the cheeks. Kind of want to have it like that. Then I need to feather that out. Let's look if that works. Not entirely sure if I like that yet. No problem, I just googled it. Thank you very much, Warlocks. Thanks for correcting me. It's kind of wild because I know I don't know everything. Sometimes I don't know anything. Usually I just don't know everything. So it's very much possible that I'm just talking bullshit. Oh, to be fair, being able to admit that, already half the battle. Many people can't do that even. Another little flaw of mine is that I tend to judge people a little bit too quickly. I still have to take my time. To be fair, secondhand information makes it kind of hard to get a good judgment of people. So usually it just comes to stuff like internet person A has been doing this, this, and this. And my brain just goes like, okay, so this person looks like he has or she has narcissistic tendencies, so I'll keep my distance and kind of put my 2 cents to what should be looked out for. It happens that I'm kind of missing some info, and then I'm just sitting here like, God damn it. Who doesn't love doing that? I also love to babble. Yeah. Thing is, I want to be better at it. I also want to be a bit more patient about stuff like that. I mean, Warlocks, you and me, if I remember correctly, we're kind of from, or are kind of around the same community, where judging people by their actions without having all the info, it's a little bit of a bad habit. And yeah, I don't want that bad habit to piss on my parade in the long run. It was so much easier back then when there was no internet. Oh, hell nah. Hell nah. Without the internet, I would be kinda... I'm really happy that the internet is a thing. I mean, I wouldn't have known about a lot of people without the internet that I'm kind of happy to know now. Also, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now without the internet. I was born in it, molded by it. Sitting in a bar and making random claims or bets without context, that was great. Yeah, if you have someone to sit in a bar with, yeah, sure. Ideally, you want to actually choose a bar that has really bad reception, so you can still make those claims and no one's none the wiser. That's some funky shit. You actually have a bar that has really bad reception because it's, I don't know, somewhere in the basement. I used to go with my back then boyfriend to a bar like that. It just had really disgusting reception. Like you couldn't even get an inch, a millimeter of reception there unless you actually bent yourself towards one very particular window. Too bad that bar doesn't exist anymore. Because that was one of the bars that I really liked. For the simple reason that, well, it was kind of a punk rock-y bar. In the sense that my well, now ex always brought CDs that he burned specifically for that place. Then just said to the barkeeper, here, have at it. And people loved it. Kind of missing those times. Though I also somewhat grew out of it. Any dives or underground clubs were great. Oh god. We had quite a big club around here. But that one shut down 2019. Was probably the saddest day in the region's metal history. Because we were already running out of clubs that are like that. And that specific club really felt like a home. Like, a lot of people that I still know, to a degree, kind of felt like they had a second living room there. But hey, at least they managed to get out of there before the pandemic hit. It's still kind of sad though. I would have cheered if you had said Palazzo, but metal was never really my thing. The Palazzo? Could it be that you're actually from my neck of the woods? Because that actually rings a bell. You are from my neck of the woods! I mean, sure, you're still kind of, I think, an hour away from me, but still. Dude! Yeah, I also live in the region of Stuttgart. It's quite big though, so don't try to find me. That's really cool. But yeah, we were all really sad when the Rockfabrik shut down. Like all my friends were just like, oh no, our second living room. That was so sad. There was never a club like that that had the same feeling. At least we haven't seen one yet. Would be really nice to have a club like the Rofa again. Because, let's face it, the metal scene kind of was my tribe. They were chill. We were all nerds. Is that in Bruchsal? Nah, Ludwigsburg. I think I used to go there in my mid-teens every Friday. But yeah, that's crazy that you're actually from down here. Alright, we'll have ads in a little bit. So, let me have a little stretch. That's crazy, man. Who would have thunk? Never thought I'd meet someone from my region in my stream chat. It's wild. I love that. All right, we got 2 hours from you. I see. I see. That's still close enough. I mean, it took me like, don't let me lie, but also don't get me to actually pin down for you where I actually live. I think it took me almost an hour to get to the Rockfabrik. Wild. And also pretty cool. Didn't expect that to happen. Well, expect the unexpectable, I guess. I think the lighting in the face is already pretty good. I'm located between Mainz and Bingen. Yeah, that's quite a way. That's quite a way. But definitely not too far away. Water. 200 Kilometer. Ja. That's a little. That's a route. Though I've been further on a regular basis. My controller was about to just run away from me. How dare it? Let's give it a little bit more leash. But yeah, I think that the face so far looking good enough. Could actually move on to the body for now. Alrighty. That breaks over. Let's see if I can figure out the lighting here. Hello, juggler! I'm doing good! Though I might need to cut the stream a bit shorter than usual. Cause I kinda messed up. Why Shiniki? Because I don't know what kind of I don't know what kind of clothes to draw if this creature is just a plant. What did I do? I just kind of messed up with my prescriptions, that's all. I forgot my prescriptions at home when I went grocery shopping today, and well, I have to pick that up later before stuff closes down. Oh no, Feldy took cocaine. No, I will never. Unless I got a prescription for that, but I highly doubt it. Just me forgetting that my ADHD medication actually needs to be filled again. Because it has to be a piece of paper that I have to take with me to just get that filled instead of, well, digital prescriptions. I'm kind of pissed. But it is what it is, after all. So yeah, gotta have to cut it a bit short. I actually set myself an alarm clock as to when I need to go. My completely 100% real doctorate prescribe you drink 50 liters of water minimum to solve your trouble. I don't think that works like that. I'm pretty sure you're not quote unquote curing ADHD by drinking lots of water. Would have been great if that was the... Yeah, I doubt that as well. Like, I would be chugging down that water like it was nothing. If that was the case. Though on the other hand, would I be as creative as I am today if I wouldn't have my ADHD? I mean, it kind of makes me that weirdo that I am. And I kind of like being that kind of weirdo. I like being me to a degree. Sometimes I don't like being me, but usually I do. Usually don't like being me when I have to disappoint people. Which really sucks. Thankfully, I kind of found a way to force shut down my OCD. Damn! Wanna help me out with mine? To be fair, not even sure if that's full-blown OCD, what I'm dealing with. It's just... I have kind of stringent routines, which is also why one of the reasons why I may be considering asking about getting checked for autism as well. But actually opening my mouth and saying the words is kind of hard. I don't know, it's just like, I don't want to feel like one of those people that just go for the ADHD and autism assessment because it's trendy right now, quote unquote. Mine is not that bad too. I feel irritated, but I can move on from it. That's good. That's good. It's just I feel completely inept when it comes to doing the whole social thing. But Satisfactory is hard to play. Yes. Yes. But yeah, there are hints that I might be on the spectrum, and since ADHD and autism have the tendency to be comorbidities, as far as I've got my research down, it's not super unlikely. It's really not super unlikely. It's very possible. I mean, I do have my special interest, as you may look at it. At least that's one of them. And the other one being, funnily enough, psychology. I just really like to learn how other people work, I guess. We only live once, go catch 'em all. I don't think that it works that way. I really don't think it works that way. Oh yeah, Pokemon, another one of my age inappropriate interests, I guess. Person like me should like filing taxes instead. Yeah, no. But I will have to do it one way or the other. Only two things are certain: death and taxes. And trust me, the latter is much more vicious than the first. Something like, oh, pretty, a flower. No. That's kind of boring. I don't like the boring. I don't think Pokemon has any age. Yesn't. Like, I would actually argue that anyone that's at least 5 to 10 years, probably more 10 years older than me than 5. Because I do know people that are into Pokemon that are 5 years older than me. They are not really interested in it. Especially when we're talking quote unquote normal people. You have to be a nerd to like that stuff. That's the case, I still like Dragon Ball and Beyblade. The frickin' oh! Honestly, I never liked I was not a huge fan of Beyblade. The toys were kind of disappointing. At least I always found them disappointing. Oh, great. My headphones just told me that the battery is low. Well, I guess I'm a nerd. Aren't we all nerds if we hang out here? Pokemon completely passed me by, but I like Pikachu on acid. I grew up with it. I learned to read with Pokemon. The weirdest thing is my longest... The friends that I had the longest, or still have the longest, are actually the Pokemon that I still got on my 3DS. It sounds sad, but it's true. Like, I got a couple of Pokemon on my 3DS. Or better, a team on my 3DS that's pretty much 20 years old. When I go to my parents' house, I find them every now and then, still give them a spin and watch. Eh? Oh, the Beyblades. Sorry, I didn't quite compute. Used to watch till I was 11. I mean, depending on how old you are now. My nerd life started with Bubblegum Crisis. Oh, that's a name that I haven't heard in a while. Bubblegum Crisis. What console was that? Because I think that was a console game. Not entirely sure though. I'm 25. I don't have time to watch anything anymore. Aww. Anime series from the 80s? Oh boy. Yeah, that's really old stuff. I thought it was a console game. Well, as I said, I can be wrong, and I usually am wrong a lot. So thanks for letting me know. It's usually 1 hour of trying to do anything, which is currently watch me and watch DS till I feel sleepy. I am honored to be your streamer of choice right now. I hope I am entertaining enough for you to stick around for as long as you please. I'm still kind of surprised that how the hell is someone actually finding me somewhat entertaining? I think I'm boring. I don't know, maybe it's because I had to live with myself my whole life. That could be the reason why I think I'm boring. Bubblegum Crisis was your first series. Since then I've watched 200. Whoa! You actually counted? I don't know, I usually don't really count how many series I watched. Oh, that you own! Okay, that's a different thing. Well, that's impressive. I just want to keep my mind calm after a busy workday. Usually I watch a documentary, but recently been working on Twitch. I mean, it's also a nice thing to keep streamers company that maybe don't have that much of a reach. She says being one of them. Some are quite difficult to get hold of. Yeah. You mean streamers or anime series? I guess both. I assume both. I'm thinking of a very particular one. Animes, of course, yeah. Alright, let's see if I can get this look a bit more 3D-ish. Some are simply forbidden. What, really? Like, I don't know any animes that might be forbidden here. But I guess I'll take you by your word. I think I actually want to make this more green. Mix in some of the skin tone. Then do the same around here. Might need to widen out the white there. Because we still have light from that seed. Shoujo Tsubagi and Paranoia Agent that's fascinating. Because I don't think that Paranoia Agent is that bad to be forbidden in Germany. That's kind of weird. That's actually pretty surprising. Sexual violence, but that should usually be an 18+ rating. Or am I wrong here? At least regulated. Yeah, that's more like it. But I'd be surprised if it was actually forbidden. That kind of sounded kind of not completely right. Alright. Needed to almost be vanishing into the light on the ground. Still considering maybe making some kind of watery mass on the background, but I think that's something I might work on later. Not this time. I can't even pronounce that one. Daughters of The what? I cannot pronounce. Minimosina? Mini Rosina? Mini Raisin? Okay, now I'm making fun of it. Daughters of mini raisins. Now we got it. Oh, let's be honest. If you can't pronounce stuff correctly, you might as well take a piss at it. Just much more fun. Muno moshune no muze mitachi. Mitachi. Why is that easier to pronounce? Why is that easier to pronounce, for fuck's sakes? Mune mozune no muze mitachi. Muzu mitachi. It's easier to pronounce, for some reason. Maybe it's just me being an absolute weeb. It's probably me being an absolute weeb. Da ba ba da ba da 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 ba da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 da. Recently saw something about an anime with the longest title. The mangaka wrote the entire story into No, no. You're joking, are you? I mean, it's usually an isekai anime that's getting those absolutely ridiculously... Can't even speak English right now. Talking is hard. Ridiculously... Yeah, of course it had to be an isekai. I knew it. It's always the isekais that have ridiculously long titles. At this point, it's been a trope that has been memed to oblivion. How to spot an isekai? The title is ridiculously long. Not wrong, long. Well, sometimes it is wrong. Yeah, that one time I reincarnated as a slime is just one of the short ones. I think I need to actually add some green here because that light is coming from that seed. Oh god, let's try this. Higeki no Genkyo to Naru Saiku Gedo. Las Bosyo Watami no Tame ni Tsukushimasu. I think that's good enough for pronunciation when it comes to Japanese. I'm trying. I do not speak Japanese. The best I can do is say hello and my name is and count to 3. Not that I've actually tried learning Japanese because it's just such a complicated language. You got McDonald's. Have a good one, monkey. Send sloppy fries. Send all the wobble fries. Or maybe not. No, don't send wobble fries. I do not like the fries from McDonald's. To be fair, McDonald's just tastes to me like cardboard. But I'm also spoiling myself by actually cooking. I think that's pretty decent right there. The fries with McFlurry are... I hope you do not dunk your fries into the McFlurry. Oh, I've heard that people actually do that. Oh, you got the nugs. Mmm. Good old chicken McNuggets. You have to dunk them, it's the law here. Oh my god, I do not want to be in a state where you have to dunk your fries into... No, 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 no. No. That's just barbarism. Like Jägermeister und Müllermilch. The fuck is wrong with you, Warlocks? Jägermeister und Müllermilch Erdbeere. Das ist einer der Waffel. The fuck is wrong with you? Oh. Jägermeister and strawberry milk. You really... Holy shit. That just broke me. That really just broke me. Fry and flurry or get arrested to mismanagement. Mismanagement of a controlled doesn't mean I do not mismanage. I just forget to get. That's something very different. I thought so too at first, but it's surprisingly good. I hate Jägermeister. I do like Jägermeister for the simple reason I kind of like that little burn in the back of my throat. I know that sounds kind of weird coming from a woman, but it is what it is. I do like the more aggressive liquors, so to speak. It makes you remember that you're actually drinking alcohol and not just, I don't know, sweet stuff that makes you loopy. I really do like whiskey, a good whiskey. I can very much appreciate a nice whiskey. Then you should test it if you like Jaeger. Nah. To be fair, I have a good excuse not to try it. I'm lactose intolerant. So I'm not gonna do that. Got the perfect excuse not to try it. All right. I actually might need to delete those light effects around here to get the rendering right. Little bit annoying, but I have to do that. Oh god, my English is becoming more and more German. Oh well! As long as I still understand you, that should be fine. If something is unclear, people can ask. I mean, that's how communication works, am I right? Something's unclear, we just have to ask questions. Just like the German theme song, not quite sure about the English one, but just like the German theme song of Sesame Street says, if you don't ask, you just stay stupid. You'll be stupid forever if you don't ask questions. Wer, wie, was, der, die, das, wieso, weshalb, warum, wer nicht fragt, bleibt dumm. Hi, I put into wedge. Hey, Quantum. Nice to see ya. How are you doing? What are we making today? I did a little bit of a sketch yesterday because my brain thought it would be awesome to just shoot a picture into my brain while listening to a cover version of Chrono Trigger's Secret of the Forest, and well, an hour in, having that on loop, this kind of happened. There are no stupid questions until you hear what it is, then judge immensely. Yes. Yes. Ah yeah, the good old there are no stupid questions. What about that is a stupid question? Ah. We've all been there. Where you think, okay, there are no stupid questions, and then all of a sudden you hear something. And you kind of felt like you've lost at least 10 brain cells at once. Joke's on you! I only have 2! And I constantly rub them together, so at some point they start to burn from the friction. Also got the feedback that I'm too hinged to be a VTuber. How dare they say that I'm too hinged? How the hell am I even more unhinged? I think I need to do research on that. What does that even mean? I'm not unhinged enough to be a VTuber. I'm just a regular streamer with a funky avatar. So you've got your shit together? I think that's more beneficial than being unhinged. I'm pretty sure I don't have my shit together. I'm very sure I don't. If I had my shit together, I wouldn't be here. If I had my shit together, I would be one of those normal people. Unhinged people are everywhere, I mean. Guess. Yeah, I think that works better right there. There's no such thing as normal. We live in a year of no cap and bet. Not quite sure what that means. Is that one of those words that those youngins are using? Have I gotten completely out of touch? No, it must be the children that are wrong. Oh boy. Someone please slap me. I'm digging up ancient memory. Oh, you have a 5 stream streak. Blah blah. Quantum. Awesome! You're sticking around. Apparently I'm worth your time. Thank you. Thank you for showing me that I'm worth your time. Still don't know how I do that, but apparently I am. Like popping in to see what you're working on. Keep on keeping on. I shall. I will. Especially with that encouragement. Maybe your artwork will influence my satisfactory builds. Speaking of, I'm still looking for a good mod for satisfactory to put my own pictures into the signs. Maybe combine that with huge signs. That would be great. So if you find something that I can use, that would be awesome. We have ads in 3 minutes, by the by. Rendering those tree branches is going to take ages. But yeah, it would be kind of cool to see if one of your if one of my pictures actually inspires you to make a great satisfactory build. That would be kind of cool. There's a sign mod that allows you to use browser addresses in game. Huh. I might check that out. Though then that would actually require me to upload the pictures. Oh wait. No, I think I'm just gonna fuse that together. There we go. Just have a little bit of a darker spot there and then get brighter here. Hello Firemane, how are you doing? So you have your if you have your photos uploaded to a URL, then you can just use the URL. Satisfactory model? No, satisfactory. We're talking the main game. Modeler is just a tool to plan out your factories. I've seen people use it for YouTube videos as well. Yeah, I think I've seen kids use that. But it would be really great if I could... Maybe I'll do that in my second playthrough. Going to be busy. I work a full 7 days this week. Oh my god. Good luck, Firemane. Good luck. That sounds painful. It sounds like a lot. So yeah, wishing you a lot of luck and power. As in being able to just power through your day. I think there's supposed to be blue down here. That branch here is facing down, and then this stuff is facing up, so I technically have to put the shadow up here. Whoop. I should also actually work my way from the back to the front, but somehow I'm just rendering whatever just catches my eye. Why am I like this? Friedrich says it's not enough. Gee. Man is already overworked. You don't have to make it worse. Oh! Here's the one that... sorry, Quantum, but, I have links blocked in my chat. I just really don't want people spamming links. Oh, let's just keep going. I mean, I already missed out on the ads. I'm somewhat short on time. No problem. It's called Fix It Web Browser or Web Browser Signs. I think I've seen that one. To be fair, it kind of makes it easy to do what I call window shopping. If you're just browsing around on the Satisfactory mod manager. I basically do the same when I'm looking into new software on Linux. I also call that window shopping. By just browsing categories on the package manager. Really like doing that. Just to see what I can install without having to go through annoying compatibility stuff. Ba, 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 ba. Very faint light back there. You can barely see that something's going on. Just a teeny tiny bit here. Yeah, I'll check it out once I'm actually done with my first playthrough. Because I do want to keep it as vanilla as possible for the time being. As soon as I'm done with my first playthrough, I'm just gonna go wild with the mods. Like I'm gonna add buildables and maybe also check out Satisfactory Plus just for shits and giggles. Who knows, maybe at that point I'll just start a randomized run. Because I know myself that I will not be done before 1.2 is out. I am very certain of that. But super tired of not being able to nudge, and that was my break point. Yeah, Infinite Nudge, I really do like those vanilla friendly mods, and I also use them. But I don't want to go for the content mods before I've actually finished the game. And that was my break point. Once I downloaded Nudge, I just grabbed a bunch that looked cool. That's what I mean with keeping my game as vanilla as possible. If we're talking quality of life mods, then I'm grabbing them. No matter what. But anything that's outside the realm of what's called vanilla friendly, I'm like... Yeah, for me that web science thing is not vanilla friendly enough. Except the doggo building one. I'm also thinking about if I'm having my second playthrough, that I'm also going for mods that add foliage. Because I want to have the absolute most awesome doggo resort that I can build. Yeah, you would have to use console commands with the web science one. Yeah, not a fan. I mean, not that I mind too much, but so much work. Why'd you have to give me so much work just to get a sign working the way I wanted to? I think that's also kind of poking out. Yeah. Oh, this is already looking really nice. I'll see how long it takes to learn UE and find someone to build a mod for it. I mean, why not? And learning Unreal Engine is no witchcraft. I mean, I'm still more a fan of Godot, but it is what it is. It is built on Unreal Engine, so kind of have to work with it to make it work. Oh, I would really love to have something like that as an offline mod. Kind of like throwing pictures into a folder and then loading them onto signs. Something like that. That would be really great. Maybe even have the capability of maybe adding different background patterns. That would be kind of cool. By adding black and white or grayscale pictures. That would also make a really cool mod so that you can add your own little decor elements. So what if you just loaded your image into the icons folder of the game files? No idea. Absolutely no clue. At least I haven't tried it. Maybe I should. Just to see what happens. If anything happens. You got a friend in me. I don't even know the lyrics for this one. Or maybe I was just too early. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of work. I have to go soon. I think that's not dark enough. It almost looks like it's melting into each other. I don't want that to happen.
You just can't wait for me to die, can you?
Oh, fireman, you just have to say a word. You just have to say something. But yeah, would be really cool if I had. I mean, if that actually works, I could give that a shot. Just loading in some small pictures to put to put into satisfactory and hope that it actually works. If it doesn't, oh well, then it is what it is. I highly doubt it works, because I wouldn't be surprised if that actually has to be kind of built in. Gotta let you know I'm still alive somehow. I already thought so. Pretty sure it's kind of hard to get rid of you, Farmin. You're a stubborn little cookie. Stubborn little patat. Alright guys, you know what? I think I'll call it for today. I was planning on just doing 2-ish hours anyway, so might as well call it now. I'm stubborn and hard to kill. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. But as far as I could render this, actually looks already pretty nice. I might finish that off screen because I don't think I can stream on Thursday. I have yet to actually talk to my dad if we can do the whole workshop thing on Thursday, so I assume that I will not be streaming then. So I think I will see you on Monday. Let me check because I might have one or two. No, that actually is not interfering with my appointments. Okay, so then I will see you on Monday. I hope you had fun. Even though it was a bit of a short one. I certainly did. And I'll see you then. Bye bye.